Everybody, welcome to Division 4 Live. My name is Chuck Jackson. I'm the commander of 4th Young Marine Division. Today, we got the commander of 5th Young Marine Division, Mr. Ron Pownall, and his training officer, Mr. Keegan Miller, and they're going to go over the Division 5 encampment. It's going to be some great information, and I'm going to just go ahead and hand it off to Ron, and he's going to go ahead and give you a quick overview.
Thanks a lot, Chuck. I appreciate your time on this. My name is Ron Pownall. I'm the Division 5 commander, and we're real excited about our encampment. We haven't had one in, it's probably been over a decade since we've had one, and this encampment's going to be open to any unit, so no matter where you're at, if you can get to us, you're invited to come. So our dates are August 3rd through the 7th, 3rd and 7th being the travel dates. It's going to be held in Delaware, Ohio at a Boy Scout camp called Camp Lazarus. There's going to be a lot of competitions and qualification awards. So everybody, no matter what age or what rank a young Marine might be, they're going to have plenty of opportunities to do a lot of stuff. We counted up the ribbons real quick, and we have up to 11 ribbons. Of course, kids won't receive 11 ribbons because there's going to be different groups and different classes that they're going to be in, but probably at least 4 and above ribbons. The more we have to offer to the kids, we'll get them in those spots. So here are some of the ribbon awards: advanced field, advanced first aid, communications, CPR, fire safety and prevention, map and compass, land navigation, marksmanship safety, qualified field, swimming, and then obviously division encampment awards, and then those young Marine staff billet award or ribbons for the kids that are already selected to hold billets. And I think that's about it. Keegan Miller, that I'm going to introduce you to, is our 5th Division training officer, has worked really hard on all this stuff for this encampment, has done a lot of legwork to make sure the kids have an excellent and fun time. So, Keegan, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you and let you tell them all about it.
All right. Thanks, Ron. Welcome, everyone, and everybody listening to this cast today. As Ron mentioned, there's a lot of qualification awards coming up, and we have a new exciting concept we're working with where the young Marines are broken into little tribes. There's 16 different groups, and young Marines are going to be led by young Marines that are corporals or above that have applied for these positions, and they're going to be completely split up. So whatever unit you're with, they get broken up into these tribes, and that's who they're going to compete with. So there's no inter-unit competition at this one. They're actually competing as these tribes, if you will. We got the schedule up here. So when you travel, so you're going to come on the 3rd. So we ask that everybody get there no later than it's 2000 on that Friday, because then we're going to kind of have an introduction, introduce everybody to the camp rules, and then we'll kind of bed down for the night and come up the next morning. So the first 2 days, the Saturday and Sunday of the actual training dates, that's what you see up there. There's those 2 yellow blocks. Those are the training blocks. So you would pick one of those 4 classes. Each of you will have 4 classes in those yellow blocks that cover each of those 2 days. So there's 4 periods total, and that's where you'll earn your different qualification awards. If you sign up for either the advanced or qualified field, there's also a night component where they go out to the field and set up their shelters and sleep out in the woods that evening, and then they'd come back to the unit the next morning. As far as the shelter arrangements, I know everybody's broken into these tribes, but everybody does sleep with their own units. So they'll be in cabins. Everybody's lodged in cabins. There are showers available. So any staff that are a little hesitant for some of the field encampments, don't fret too much on this one. So they have nice cabins there. We've been there before. So they'll stay with their units for those, and then each morning they'll break up. In the evening, after the evening chow, there's a 2 or 3 hour block, I can't recall off the top of my head, that they will train with their tribes. So those tribe leaders are going to practice with their teams, determine who's going to do which events, because every person on every tribe has to compete in at least 2 of the activities. At Chow each day, there's competitions during Chow, so we'll be announcing those at those times. And then on that third day, if you toggle to that one, the third day is where we actually have the competition. So there's 12 bigger events, that the ones that you had to train for. And we've come up with some pretty creative ones. These are a lot of these games, a couple of them at least, I've invented myself. So I know they're brand new to Young Marines, games they've never competed in before. So I'm kind of excited about those. We'll see if they work out. That evening, that second purple box, Young Marines are allowed to come out and compete for the classes they took. So if they took, the pistol safety course, they can come out and do the competition string and compete at an individual level for all the different courses they took. So that's also where they could go out and do swim qual. There's just that open period to go out and do different qualifications and competitions. And then that evening we'll have like a closing ceremony, and units are free to leave then or that next morning. And we had a lot of concern about people wanting to leave even earlier than that, because of their work schedules and things. So technically, after they leave we have our awards ceremony. I can't see the schedule, right? How tiny it is on this screen. But after the awards ceremony, they could technically leave that evening if they wanted. So if any units had to get out of there earlier because of their staff's work schedules, we do have the ability to leave there, but you do limit your Young Marines from competing in those individual events.
Awesome. And Ron, we're doing this on a live broadcast because it's not just 5th Division that can come to this event, right? Other units, from other divisions or battalions or regiments can come to it also, correct?
Yeah, it's totally open to any unit that wants to participate. Doesn't matter what division you're in, you're welcome. So
awesome. And Keegan, what of all the, I got your PDF on here, the different things. I don't know if you can see it here. I can make it big if you want, but our screens are still little. We can't see that, right?
They're pretty tiny. I know what you have up. I mean, I wrote it, so
must be old age. Well, what's your favorite event on there?
For me personally, I'm big into the shooting sports. So I mean, I like the pistol and rifle qualification. We do have the targets to do the new Glock shooting sport. The steel targets, so they get a chance to test that out. So that's kind of exciting.
Sure. You know what I think is cool? I know this is going to sound stupid, but that's okay. It's me. Is the cooking basics. Because I do about every other year we have the sailing adventure, right? And part of the sailing adventure is the Young Marines have to cook for the crew of that boat. Each day we rotate it through. Mm-hmm. Most of them don't have a clue how to cook. And the rule is if you didn't make it, you can't complain about it. So sometimes the food is I'm just really glad you got cooking basics on there. Let me just put it that way. Well, awesome. If let's say I was a unit in Colorado and we had some funds and a bus or able to get a van or transportation or something else like that, how would I get in contact with you?
You can reach out to me with my email. You can either email Keegan.Miller, so KEAGAN.Miller @gmail.com or MiamiValleyYoungMarines.com. Either of those would work. I'm happy to answer questions. There's been a few units that have already reached out to me on Facebook and via email to get the LOI and that class schedule that you see there. I'm happy to send that out to any units that want more information. It kind of breaks that down. I haven't sent the schedule out yet, but that'll be coming out soon too, once we finalize it.
Julian Harvey, who's from one of my new units up there in Wyoming. Hello, Casper Young Marines. So much thought has been put into this. Casper Mountain wanted to attend so bad. Timing just didn't work out for us. We hope it can be replicated in Division 4. So, Ron, can I borrow your training officer? And Great. Thanks, Ron.
Some amount of work on this one. I mean, I'm happy to hand you all the materials over.
And Imelda Jackson, whom I know and love, That's my wife, gang. She goes, my first thought is, what are they eating? So you guys got chow and everything planned out?
It is. The Boy Scouts offer that, so that's included in the cost. It's a like a chow hall facility. They'll be feeding them well each day.
Cool. And then Jared Massengill says, hey. So, hey, Jared.
Hello.
And then Jeannie says, is there transportation from the airport?
That's a good question. I haven't locked that down yet, but we have plenty of staff that are going to be on site. So as we find people that need that, we're happy to take in, stray young Marines that get shipped to us. We'll coordinate and get them picked up. So if anybody, if you have a young Marine that's interested and you can't come as a unit, feel free to send, especially if you've got some corporals and above that want to take one of these tribe leader roles, because I've still got 8 of those open right now. So I'd love to each one of those be from a different unit.
So that would be
some variety. So
let's see. Looks like Julian's been talking. Celeste Hamper says food is yummy. Ate there for a week at leadership school. So cool.
Same facility, same lady cooking. So
yeah, they do a great job with the food. Trust me.
That's the most important thing too. Awesome. Well, we're running a little bit over 10 minutes. I want to have respect. I don't see any more questions coming in. As always, people give it thumbs up, share it out. Let's get their camp absolutely full so each tribe has enough little tribe members to make this fun and exciting. Ron and Keegan, I'm real thankful for you guys coming on. I appreciate it. And any saved words from you guys?
Go
ahead, Keegan.
I just had the one. We do still have an opening, so if anybody's got like the NRA pistol or rifle certification, I've still got at least one of those slots, if not 2 of them open for instructors for that. So I'd appreciate anybody that can help fill those. And also we could use a couple more medical staff, just to help man the sick bay while we're there.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. Make sure you make a comment to the post, Keegan, so that stays on there. I'm sure somebody will want to come out. Ron, you got any saved rounds?
I just want to thank you guys for your time doing this. And I just want to tell everybody out there, it's going to be a fun, safe event. So if you can make it there, we're going to have a good time, guaranteed. So look forward to seeing everyone and seeing new faces there at the encampment.
All right. That wraps it up for Division 4 Live. Gunny is out. We'll see you guys later.